So, update on the Mercedes key assembly failure repair. I totally failed, and I failed so intensely that I have given away the car to someone who can do it. So when Mercedes source says, replace your key assembly before it sticks, gets locked out, before it shoves that little pin through your steering column like me, you should do it for sure. So I turned my GEM, my 1985 300D turbo diesel, just under 300,000 miles, that John Eisenbud at Eisenbud's in Denver said would last the rest of my life. I turned it into a pile of garbage over something that would have been totally easy to fix. Well, not easy to fix. I mean, it takes like 9 hours for the Mercedes, dealership to do it. But man, not knowing what you're doing and trying it yourself is great, but I mean, well, not knowing what you're doing has really screwed me, and trying yourself is great, but man, know what you're doing. Just don't rip your car apart. I mean, it was just terrible. Look at this. I mean, so the starter went, and I was trying to finagle with this thing to get it to work better. I bought a new one. Well, not a new one. From Pelican Parts. And put that on, and then the car started up. And it started spraying oil all over the car. And then I couldn't turn it off because, diesels, that's the way it is. So you just can't, there's no way to turn them off without, well, anyway, we tried stuff. The guys and mechanics didn't know what they were doing because they work on regular cars, so they literally tried to turn everything off. They tried to get to the fuse panel, they tried to turn off, get into the trunk, and ripped out the back seat trying to get to the fuel lines. I'm sitting here getting sprayed with oil, holding this little, right here with my thumb, like that, trying to keep the oil from coming out. And the oil is going to be it's draining, and the car's running, and we're in a inside, and so now we're fishbowling diesel, so everyone's getting a little bit loopy. But luckily, this superstar, Austin, a friend of Dan Palermo at Palermo Auto, you guys are great, came in and undid the spark plug, and it shut down. So if you ever have your diesel engine running, you don't know what to do, just loosen that spark plug. But by then the damage had been done. The guys ripped the car apart. I mean, they were trying to save the engine. I don't blame them. It's my fault. But now, my perfect gem that I bought in Colorado, and it's now it's a gift for someone else. I'm literally giving it to a guy named Ryan who has a 240, like a late 1970s 240, bought for his wife and restored it blue. It's beautiful. And luckily I got his phone number, and I called him and said, "Hey man, you want my car?" And he said yes. So that's totally awesome. He's hopefully still young enough to have the wherewithal to do it, because this is a great vehicle. It's so awesome. Look at that. Look at the doors. Oh, the back seat doors are awesome. That's where they're supposed to sound. Oh well. But hopefully I'll see you on the road around Rochester, and you can turn it back into, I mean, it's all original still. I mean, this is literally the most comfortable car I've ever driven in my life. It's not like I grew up I grew up ultra poor. I've driven in really nice cars, and this is the nicest one I've ever been in my life. It rides so well. I go up through Eisenhower Tunnel, down into Silverthorne, down that giant hill, where they have the runaway truck stops every like 2 miles. The car just perfect, just like wee, relaxed going down. and relax going up. This is the perfect car. Perfect car. And of course, that's why they don't make them anymore. Alright, so Mercedes Source, they definitely know what they're talking about. Get your parts early, replace them before they die. And wow. What a nightmare this has been for me. But it's also really great. I can't wait for Ryan to have my car. Let it become his car. And turn it back into the jewel it really is.